What is a CSRP meeting? Hi, Mag Pierre-Louis here. Today I'm discussing what is a Child Support Review Process Negotiation Conference, or a CSRP meeting. But first, please remember that all information on the yourchildsupportlawyer.com blog and on these videos are for educational purposes only and do not constitute legal advice. So a Child Support Review Process Negotiation Conference, also known as a CSRP Negotiation Conference, is a type of conference meeting at a Texas Attorney General Child Support Field Office where parents are invited to come discuss their differences and try to reach an agreed custody order over their child. Some people believe that their CSRP negotiation conference is a court hearing, but it's not. It's simply an in-office meeting to attempt to do an amicable pre-court order without the parties having to drive to the courthouse. CSRPs are done throughout the state of Texas and completed by trained staff known as Child Support Officers, or CSOs. I've gotten a chance to work with many CSOs, and a lot of them do a really good job. Unlike traditional mediators, CSOs are narrowly tasked to help the parties reach agreement and to do a standard order. While CSRPs are kind of like mediation, they're not true mediations, because at a true mediation, where a mediator has wide latitude to discuss a broad range of solutions for the parents' disagreements, there won't be too much customization in a traditional CSRP order because child support officers are not mediators. The CSO's goal is to simply establish or modify a standard child support order that moves money from non-custodial parents to custodial parents efficiently. Now, sometimes CSRP negotiation conferences are used to create a court order for the first time. Other CSRP conferences are used to modify an existing court order or resolve some other issue between the parents, but again, without having to have them go to court. Some CSRP conferences never include enforcements. Well, none of them ever do, like placing somebody in jail for not following a court order. Enforcement is always reserved for the courthouse. The CSRP process to establish a brand new child support order typically works like this. Once a case is open with the Office of the Attorney General Child Support Division, or when a case is referred to be open on behalf of a party who is receiving government assistance, the Attorney General's office will mail out the parties a Child Support Review Process Notice letter. If both parents show up once they receive the letter and they come to the meeting, the parents meet with the caseworker and they're read a statement of rights. This statement of rights includes an explanation that each parent has a right to have an attorney present at that meeting, and that each parent understands that the conference could result in a finalized agreed order, or result in no order being done, or result in a non-agreed order to be approved later by the court. Now, if the parties agree to do an agreed establishment order, they will typically discuss 5 things with the child support officer. The first one is conservatorship, meaning which parent will have primary custody of the child and be declared the custodial parent. 2, possession, meaning what kind of possession schedule will the non-custodial parent have to see their child. 3, support, or how much money in child support will the non-custodial parent pay the custodial parent each month. 4, how will health insurance be provided for the child? 5, how much money, if any, in retroactive back child support will need to be paid to the custodial parent. If the parents agree in the office to all of these things, the order is going to be done by the CSO, sent to the judge for signature. If the parties cannot agree in the office, then there may be no order and the case can be reset for trial before the judge. Keep in mind, there is the option for them to do a non-agreed order in the office. Stay tuned for a future video on what the non-agreed CSRP process order process is, especially on how a non-agreed order can be done against a party who does not choose to show up to the CSRP conference. In Harris County, scores of CSRP negotiation conferences are held in offices across the greater Houston area. When I worked at some of these offices, I saw many successful CSRP conferences, some where parents brought their own lawyers and made them present at the conference, and some where parents were pro se and chose to represent themselves. Now, regarding this topic of attorneys, keep in mind, that the Office of the Attorney General of Texas represents only the state of Texas. That's important because they don't represent the parents and they don't represent the kids. That's why each parent can bring their own legal counsel to give them legal advice at these meetings. CSRP conferences are free for customers of the Attorney General's Child Support Division. And so these conferences can save people a whole lot of money and a whole lot of time from going to court. But not every case is agreeable. And even if the parties do want to agree, CSRP type standard orders may not always include the parties' customized agreed solutions for their child. So going straight to court or attempting a private mediation may sometimes be the more appropriate solution in some situations. That's it for now. If these videos are helpful, please subscribe and follow us. Make sure you visit yourchildsupportlawyer.com for more information or pffamilylaw.com for the services that we offer. Thanks.